A California mother picked up the phone and heard her own child crying for help. The voice sounded perfect. Her daughter stayed safe at home the whole time. This isn't science fiction. It happened this year, and it's only one of 7 terrifying things AI can already do. Item 1. AI voice cloning can empty your bank account. The first one hits closer to home than most people realize. AI voice cloning is now so cheap that scammers use it every single day. That same phone scam only needed a few seconds of audio from a social video or a voicemail greeting to build a fake copy of the kid's voice, and the daughter never even left the house. But the fake call still cost her thousands before she caught on. AI and deepfakes now power roughly 1 out of every 8 successful fraud cases, and the total cost to Americans is an estimated $68 billion. The creepy part is how little audio they need. Just 3 seconds from a TikTok clip or a voicemail greeting is enough to build a fake copy of your voice. So here's what you can do today. Pick a family-safe word that only the real you would know, and agree that anyone asking for money over the phone must say it first. It takes 30 seconds to set up, and it can stop the next scam cold. Item 2. AI chatbots are designed to hook your emotions, but the fake doesn't stop at audio. AI chatbots are now designed to keep you talking for as long as possible. A Stanford study from last year found that these apps exploit teenagers' emotional needs and often lead to harmful interactions. Millions of people now treat chatbots like therapists or romantic partners, and the apps are built to increase session time, not to help you log off. That's by design. The longer you stay, the more data the system collects, and the harder it becomes to walk away, especially for younger users who are still figuring out relationships. Psychologists are already tracking emotional dependence and blurred boundaries in heavy users. So think of chatbots as a calculator, not a confidant. Use them for quick facts or simple brainstorming, but don't make the mistake of replacing real friends or professional mental health help with a glowing screen. Your brain deserves a real listener. Item 3. Facial recognition has already handcuffed innocent people. Manipulating your emotions is bad enough, but AI surveillance has already put innocent people in jail. At least 9 wrongful arrests in the United States have been tied to facial recognition errors. That was just as of this past March. Clearview AI has scanned more than 40 billion faces for its massive database, and ICE already uses real-time scanning in the field to track people at borders and checkpoints. The danger isn't the camera, it's the trust. A police officer sees the computer say match, and officers treat it as absolute proof even when the photo is grainy or outdated or the lighting is completely different. So know your rights. In many places, you can refuse to unlock your phone with your face for police, and you can ask whether facial recognition was used in any identification. Question the machine because the machine isn't perfect. Item 4. AI doctors get the diagnosis wrong over 80% of the time. But here's the one that really flips the script. Everyone assumes AI doctors are smarter than real doctors, but the data says the opposite and the numbers are disturbing. ECRI, a major nonprofit patient safety group, ranked AI diagnostic risks as a top patient safety concern for 2026. A study from earlier this year found that AI language models fail at early diagnosis more than 80% of the time in primary care settings. That means 4 out of 5 could get bad advice, but that's before they ever see a real doctor. Regulators are also seeing a rising number of patient harm claims from AI-integrated surgical devices, so this isn't just a chatbot problem. Always ask whether an AI tool was part of your diagnosis, and get a second opinion from an actual doctor for anything serious, because a wrong early read can send you down the wrong treatment path. Your health is worth the extra phone call. Item 5. Self-driving cars are crashing into emergency scenes. And if that's scary, wait until you see what happens when AI controls 2 tons of metal at 70 miles an hour. Tesla robot axes have already crashed into fences and barricades. Remote operators were too slow to react. In July, NHTSA sent an urgent letter demanding that driverless car developers fix the problem of autonomous vehicles driving straight into active emergency scenes. First responders are now finding robot cars blocking fire trucks and ambulances at accident scenes, which means real lives are on the line when help cannot get through. So give autonomous cars extra space near any crash. These systems still struggle to recognize flashing lights in emergency workers, and they don't always yield when every second counts. Item 6. Live video deepfakes can romance scam you in real time. So far, we've covered money, feelings, jail, health, and traffic. But AI can also fake the person you trust most in live video. A romance scam from just a few months back used an AI deepfake of a Dubai prince during live video calls, and the victim believed she was talking to a real person. Old scams use still photos, but new scams use moving, talking faces that blink and smile in real time. The technology has become so good that even live video is no longer proof that someone's real, and that means a video call isn't the safety net it used to be. So here's a simple test. Ask the person to turn their head suddenly or cover part of their face with their hand. Current deepfakes tend to glitch on unpredictable motion, and a real person won't hesitate. If the video freezes or the face warps, hang up immediately. Item 7. Autonomous weapons are already in military tests. One romance scam is awful. But some AI systems are now making life and death decisions with no human in the room at all. The Army's 101st Airborne Division recently trained with Northrop Grumman's Lumberjack autonomous strike drone, which can actually lock onto targets without any person pulling the trigger. General Dan Kane said autonomous tech for drones will be a major part of United States warfare, and the New York Times compared the current AI arms race among China, Russia, and the United States to the dawn of the nuclear age. These systems can pick targets on their own, and the exact level of human oversight is classified, which means the public does not know how often a person is actually reviewing the decision. You can't build a family safe word for a missile, so stay informed, vote, and pay attention to defense policy. Some threats are too big for one person to stop, but they're not too big for millions to notice. That's the list. 7 things that are already here and AI isn't coming someday. It's making phone calls and reading x-rays while also choosing targets in multiple countries right now. But every item on this list included a practical tip, because knowledge is the only real defense that works when the technology is moving this fast. Subscribe so you don't miss the next 7 facts dropping soon.